Hey guys, first and foremost, I want to say support the troops.
Yeah.
So, Steez. So, Steez.
Welcome back to another episode of Donuts and Alcohol. I'm your host, Gravel Bear. I want to thank everybody that came out to Urban Artifact in December for the Wild 'N Out for Christmas. You know, Team DNA versus Team BTB. And what did I tell y'all? Team Donuts and Alcohol took home that dub. You know, had to show BTB what was up, but in all seriousness, we had a lot of fun. Very well received. We appreciate you guys coming out and making it a special night. And we were able to donate to some charities over the holidays. So, all in all, I say it's a dub. But today, we have some big news. February 5th is the 2023 Golden Donut Awards live at Madison Live in Covington, Kentucky. Right now, you can vote for the nominees. Hit the link in the description. Appreciate everyone that has submitted and participated in the voting. Really appreciate you guys. Come out live. It's going to be a celebration of the Cincinnati music scene. We're going to have a lot of fun performances, special guest host, and you never know who's going to show up. So it's going to be really fun. Tickets are on sale now. $10 pre-sale, $15 at the door. And show up early, show up fresh, because there will be a red carpet. You guys can get your pictures taken. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we hope to see you there February 5th. Red carpet 5 o'clock, show at 6:30. Let's have some fun. And speaking of fun, we've got a good one today. We've got B.A.N.K.S in the building. Been waiting to chop it up with him. He's got, he had a great 2022 and some big news for 2023. I heard there's an album on the way. Can't wait for that. We'll get into that in the interview. But up first, we're going to bring back an oldie but goodie. Culture Shock. Me and B.A.N.K.S, mano a mano. Who's going to pull out the dub? Is it just going to be a repeat of Wild 'N Out for Christmas? We don't know. So let's get right into that. And we'll see you on the interview.
All right, picture number one. Who is that?
That is a great Reverend Al Sharpton. I like him. Do I like him?
I don't know.
I respect what he's done. I mean,
who is that?
Might get the pronunciation wrong here. Is that Shakari Richardson?
That's her.
Shakari? Bacardi? It's all good,
Who is that?
That is, oh God, man. He's looking at me. That is Gerald Stevens from, I don't know.
That is James Earl Jones.
God. Great voice on that, man.
Next up, who is that?
Glorilla?
Yes!
I wanted to say someone else, but... Shaka Khan.
Diana Ross.
My apologies, Diana. Come on, man. Did he say he was sorry in 2004?
He did say he was sorry in 2004.
That's the great Ruben Studdard, man. He coming second to Clay Aiken, or did he win?
He won.
I think he won, yeah. I went to a Clay Aiken concert when I was a kid.
Okay. Ooh, I do know her, but I don't. I'm out of respect. I'm not even gonna guess.
Kiki Shepard.
Oh, rubbing the wood like Kiki Shepard.
Yeah.
To be fair, you should have showed a younger pick. I was watching Showtime with the Apollo recently. Great show.
About doing a younger pick.
Young Steve Harvey, just being a dickhead for real. All right. That is the ruler, Slick Rick. One of my all-time favorite rappers, I'd say.
Really?
One of the best storytellers of all time. Naomi Campbell?
That's her.
Okay. I was going to say Omarosa. That would have been racist. I'm sorry. John Witherspoon.
There he is.
Great. R.I.P. R.I.P.
You got 7
Out of 10?
out of 10.
Okay.
That's a pretty good score.
To be honest, we would have
Okay. Okay.
That's good to know.
That's good to know. Now, we're going to see if Banks knows white culture. See if he's invited to the potluck or the supper time with us white folks. We'll be right back.
Who is this lady?
She played in Scream, didn't she? Shit, I don't know. I mean, she played in France.
Yep.
That's all I know. That's all I know is she played in France. I don't know who that is.
Jennifer Aniston.
I love it.
Who is that guy?
Oh, that's Tobey Maguire?
Yes!
Spider-Man, I mean that.
Who is this girl?
Billie Eilish.
There you go.
Just kidding. I know Billie.
Who is this man?
Oh, that's Anderson Silver? Is it Silver?
You're so close.
Anderson
No, Silver's right.
Silver shit. Silver. That's the NBA dude, the commissioner.
We're gonna give you a half point for that. This is Adam Silver.
Okay.
So half point for Jennifer, half point for him. You got 3.
Okay.
Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Silver.
Who is this guy?
Logan.
Uh,
Shut up. Rogan. Jake Paul.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! The thought process there was incredible. Joe Rogan, Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
I'm finna just say some shit because I don't know. Is this Betty White?
Oh, come on. That's racist.
Okay, no, it's not racist.
They are both dead, but this is Barbara Walters.
I don't know who that is.
Recent R.I.P.
R.I.P. She died last week.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, shit. That dude looks familiar. But he played in the I'ma just pass because I can't.
This is Danny DeVito.
I don't know who that is.
I think he's in Taxi.
Yeah, that's what he played in.
No,
I can't even see that. Who the hell is? That's Tony Hawk.
How old are you?
26.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know who this is.
This is Tom from MySpace.
Oh hell no! I had a MySpace, but I ain't know what Tom looked like. I'm Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
He's the guy that everyone was friends with.
Yeah.
Never.
Might as well.
You did.
Oh, I know this lady.
Oh, yeah, you do.
What the fuck she playing? I don't know who this.
You don't know who this lady is?
Mark. Is it? I know it's Martha. Martha Stewart?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I know it was Martha. I just didn't want to say the wrong
All
last
right,
name.
it's 7-5 right now. Well, you don't have a chance to come back.
Oh. I know this guy. He the dude from Dallas? Mark Cuban.
Yes.
Okay, damn.
Wow, 7-6.
Good shit.
One of our closest games ever.
See, I'm mad I didn't get the first person because I feel like I would have known her name.
Great
That would have
lady.
made it.
All right, we're back with a very exclusive interview. He's a musician. He's a writer. He does a lot of things that we're going to get into. Of course, I'm talking about Banks in the building. How are you?
I'm good. Tired, but we here.
Can't be tired. We're on Donuts and Alcohol. It's time to liven up a bit. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a long time.
For sure.
Wait, you know.
For sure. Long time, but right time.
Exactly. You got a lot of stuff coming up. Did a lot in 2022, but most recently, Donuts and Alcohol and BTB who you're affiliated with.
Mhm.
We teamed up to do a very special show, Wildin' Out for Christmas. We kind of played games, had performances, did it in a real cool, smooth way. You were up there cracking jokes.
Yeah, that was a good moment for the city, like just for the artists, for the people, for the fans. It was a great experience to show that like as musicians we we still like to enjoy the livelihood of fun and like bringing the community together and just do something that's not just music. You know what I mean? Because we know people can come and sit through all these performances all day, drink, eat, and they can get exhausted. So like we wanted to do something that was fun, and I think we executed that very well. I think it brought even the artists, people closer and just show like we all on the same page with the understanding of like, I'm doing this, I work so hard to do this, you work so hard to do this, but we can still take that, put that to the side, and enjoy things without taking stuff personal.
Exactly. And one thing that I got a lot of feedback on is like they're like, we got to see the artist personalities.
Absolutely.
It wasn't just up there, yelling at us or,
for
rapping
sure,
in our faces or anything. Is that something you've kind of found trouble with becoming an artist in the scene? Do you ever feel like people don't really know the real you? They just know artist Banks?
Yeah, I think it take a couple years too, like to experience anything like that. Not even just years, but like time being with artists and in the city and like just venues and knowing the same circle of people. I think that particular cast of people was we all had so much history with each other, but we never shared that same stage and did something to that like major. And I think when we had conversations after that, we all was relieved in a way of like going into that, we knew like, okay, some people might perform, but that wasn't the necessarily like, we didn't have to like frustrate our minds with, man, we got to know this lyric, we got to perform for this crowd, we got to bring this type of energy. We just went and showed our true personalities, like, and I had fun doing it. It was an amazing experience.
Yeah, and even better, we got to raise some money for charities during the holidays.
That's the big goal.
That's really cool. Hope we can do some more like that.
Absolutely.
You, as far as an artist, have you always kind of wanted to be a musician, or is it something you kind of picked up in later years of your life? Or
actually, no. From my disability when I was a kid, just experiencing that traumatic thing, it was something that I never really like focused on or dealt with my entire life until I was about 19 when I went to college, and it's a culture shock, like when you go somewhere and you experiencing all these new faces, even with middle school, high school, it's the same neighborhood circle because wherever you live at, that's what neighborhood school you probably go to. So for me, when I went to college, it was like, oh, like this is something that's new to me. And I was in basketball management, and I've always loved basketball, but I used to always catch myself like rapping just randomly, in the room, listening to beats, coming across other rappers at the time. And of course, when you're in middle school and high school, nobody gonna take you serious as a rapper for real.
Right.
So like when you in college and you a young adult and you have this thing where you can pick like what route you want to take as a young adult, you start meeting people. And I met Paris, and me and him used to like, he used to show me his music, and Kyrie, like they used to show me their little stuff. And I never had that confidence at all. Like it was just like not there for me. So I told myself, okay, you're gonna be a chef. And I started cooking. And then I was like, nah, I don't want to be in the kitchen. Like that's not something that I see myself doing for hours and hours. And I just happened to randomly like start trying to make beats, and I would write raps to my beats. And that was my way of getting like my foot in the door with artists. But then like when I started meeting people and they would show me their stuff and they would always tell me like, oh, you should rap, like you should really do that. And I was just like, nah, like I was very insecure. But there was a moment and shift where I was just in my room and I was recapping like all my experiences. And nobody knew, but like in college I almost lost my life. I was in the hospital for 33 days.
Wow.
I had pneumonia, my lungs collapsed. And during that time I was just reflecting like a lot, and I lost my niece in the process. And I was just telling myself like, you only get one life, so you gotta go out and really put your best foot forward and like be you and not live for other people. I mean, now you gotta respect other people, but like don't like not move around your own life based off what other people think. And it was at that moment when I realized, like, nah, I'm about to do this, and I'm gonna do it, and hopefully people like what I do. And the very first time I shared my music in a live setting, it was so heartwarming to where I went home and I was like, oh yeah, I want to do this again and again and again. And it's that same thing every time I perform, everywhere I go. So yeah, that was deep, but that was pretty much it. Really.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
was amazing. That was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, they can't keep you locked up in a
Nah,
kitchen.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You got too much personality for
for
that.
sure.
So
For
I
sure.
mean, and you still managed to do both. You might see Banks out at a event catering. You know,
Mhm.
you get a lot of enjoyment out of doing that.
I do because like my personality is fulfillment. Like I'm all about joy and just living life. Like, and I know I like to eat, and what better way to like feed people and perform in the same room? You know, it's so beautiful. Like it's tiring, but it's another networking like thing for me. Like it just shows that you can do both. You know, why not put your skill and show in the same room?
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. And you're always out. I see you at every event, no matter open mic or a big show or whatever. You're always showing support.
Yeah.
That's something that's not taken lightly with the music scene.
Mhm.
Why do you feel it's important to get out there and support?
I know what support feel like. You know, like I know what seeing one person show up can do for me. So I always tell myself, like, if I really got time and, if I really can be there for somebody, I would. Because, like I said, that one person can necessarily, like, change your opinion on how you feel about what you're doing. And just to show that, like, it takes like a community to really push everybody, not one artist, not two artists, but like I want everybody in Cincinnati and Ohio, to make it if you really can. And just cause I got time. Like if I'm not about to just sit around and not do nothing, you never know who you run into. I done ran into so many people by just supporting and going to a different place, whether it's a live band show, whether it's a rock show, hip hop, R&B, I don't care what it is. Especially if somebody invites you. Like somebody go out their way and be like, yo, I have a show tomorrow. Can you be there at 5:00? Do you have anything to do? And I'm like, yeah, I got something to do. Be in the house and just not doing nothing.
Exactly.
So if I got time, like that's my biggest thing. And I want reciprocation. Like I want to, if I'm there for you, you can be there for me.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. It sometimes it's hard going out. Like I even go through it. Like, can't make everything, but as long as you're okay mentally and stuff, and feel like you can go out, like definitely come because you're seeing great music. We've got such a great scene here.
Absolutely,
it's important to support, and you got a lot of support over 2022 this past year.
Absolutely,
you dropped some big singles, a project. I want to start off. I'm not sure if it dropped in 2022 or not, but Bag Season. I knew that was a
Bag Season. Yeah. The single. I mean, so no, the Bag Season dropped 2021. Like, but at the end.
Yeah,
like
so
the end of 2021.
2022 is
so
when it
going into
kind of
2022.
came out.
Yeah.
Just seeing you perform that song, I know you get such a kick out of it, some happiness. What's that song mean to you?
That song mean a lot, man, because the way it came about was so organic. It was like, it's so me. Like, if you know me, it's really like, the energy and the effort that I put into that song was quick, but it was real and authentic. Like, Bag Season means, like, I'm about to, like, really do everything that I want to do and, like, not really care about what nobody got to say. Like, most of my pumped up energy songs, if you really listen, I'm saying, like, some deep stuff. And, sometimes it can get mixed in just because the song is so pumped up and turned up. But Bag Season was, like, the start for me for 2022 for sure. It got me in a bunch of places that I wasn't able to perform in before. And that song, like, will forever mean a lot to me, for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's major. That's major for sure. And then over at BTB, Be the Best, record label, you guys put out a compilation tape.
Dysfunctional Family.
Dysfunctional Family, of course. What was that like getting in there with your family and rapping and making music?
It was tough, I'm not gonna lie. Dysfunctional Family is exactly what it is. Like, being with a label is amazing. Like, it's beautiful. And these people, they're my family, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it was easy. But what we did was we took each other's mindsets and put it in one, and then went and grabbed a few pieces out the city that everybody was kind of cool with and just created art. We were just like, whatever it comes out is how it comes out. Like, if it's raw, if it's somebody might drop a pen, when you're recording, we kept the energy the same way. For me, it was so much of production and producing for me. Like I did a lot of like, no, this person should be on this song. This person should be right here. Let's write this hook for this person. Like I really was so focused on that. I wasn't really focusing on like trying to have the best bars or like making this song sound exactly like this person's song. And you got Kyrie, who's just a genius at everything he does.
Man, it's sick.
We was just like the front runners and just motion. And then Amari, who was our executive producer, he was just like, all right, like we need to bring it down. Like, because as artists, if it was us, it was gonna be like 45 songs. But, he was just like, nah, people attention span, you wanna keep it at 20 to 25 range. And it was a battle. It was really a battle from artistry and then like understanding. And, Rebel, she did her thing as the only lady on BTB. So that was that. And everybody just kind of put everything that they bring and just put it together. And it wasn't easy, but it wasn't like hard because we do it every day. It was just a bunch of people getting in the studio and creating art. And
it sounds like good problems, though. You got too many good songs.
Yeah, that's what I was like. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was just like, it's just stress, like, because we all on the same page and we want the best for everything and everybody. So,
yeah, great project, for sure. And then you had the EP, Don't Box Me In, which was exactly that. You, is that something you wanted to show people your versatility?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was really angry creating that project because of like the concept of Don't Box Me In. It was just something I'm always dealt with, like, and I had to just share it in a different light. Like, I'm not that dude, like, to just bite my tongue consistently. I just be hearing all type of things about myself, and it just be like, okay, whatever. Like,
you gotta address it through the music.
Yeah, man. So
that project's 4 songs. You said Emotions. That one's kind of you really just kind of in your feel spitting, and then one of my faves was the Me and You.
Yeah,
which,
Me and You
contained an interpolation of Me and You by Cassie.
Yeah.
Who did you have featured on that? Because like
Paris and Chantel Janae.
I mean, singing was great, and then you're kind of a little chill,
And that's another thing I love to do. Like, I like to work with people who like, they don't really have to be in the scenery. I just like to create. Like, if you got talent, like, I want to be able to make music with you. I don't have to go for the top names. And, me and Paris, we just got so much history with, from being back in college. And he's definitely somebody that I can just call, like, yo, like, I got this song, can you do this on it? And he gonna deliver him. I don't have to tell him any type of way he need to do it. And the same for Chantel Janae, she did an amazing job. I was really appreciated for that. And Me and You was a concept song about, me and a lady friend who we was just like, okay, let's just focus on us. Like, forget anybody else in the world. Like, let's just focus on us. We don't have to be in a relationship. We don't have to be just friends. We don't have to go outside and date. We can just focus on us. And that's what I was trying to do with that song.
Yeah, great project. That's on B.A.N.K.S, right? Check that out. Support
B.A.N.K.S for sure.
For sure. We just kicked off 2023. What are some of the goals? I know you got a project coming up.
I'm working on the album. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. This will be my first like album. I'm gonna say for me. And this one is like, compared to everything you just said, last year prepared me for this individual body of work and everything that I explained before with life things that I've been through. Starting writing this song, I was writing this song and it was just like so deep and just, I went through so many emotions. And when you write songs like that, it's something deeper there. It's like, what is this? So I was like, oh, no, this has to be something that I need to put into a full body of work. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm definitely dropping the album this year. And it's in the works. I just keep describing it as beautiful, like, because the way I'm doing this and the people who are involved, they know exactly what I went through and like what I've been through and what I'm dealing with now. So it's important for me to share this piece of me if I'm going to be an artist. Like if I'm gonna be somebody who people look up to or they want to see, I gotta be vulnerable enough to let people in who I am. Cause I can be vulnerable but still keep a piece of me that isn't there. And this one right here is like I told my mom like I can stop making music after I drop this album. I really can. So I feel like I would have accomplished enough for me, you know. So and you're gonna see some good features on there. Obviously, you know, you might see some BTB people. You're gonna see some Cincinnati people for sure.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Dope. I mean,
sure.
You got me excited.
Yeah,
I'm sure
man.
anyone out there that's got a pulse needs to be excited for this
Once
one.
Upon a Child will be it's titled Once Upon a Child.
Is there a meaning behind that?
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing to share?
Yeah and no. Once Upon a Child, it could be a lot of things. It's like, you know, it's an experience, you know. When people was kids versus now, you know. Anything that you want to experience, regardless if you're an adult or a kid or an elder person, just remember that you are human first. You know, regardless of the age, you have emotions, so experience those. Like that's pretty much that.
Dope. Okay, well, I'm excited for 2023. Excited for you, man. More performances.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of performances. Let me throw that out there. I got one January 21st at Arts OTA, the GTS show. At 8:00. Tickets are $10 at the door, and I go on about 8:00. So if anybody want to pull up, you know,
get there early.
Yeah, a lot of outer city performances.
Dope, and they can find that at I'm Just B.A.N.K.S.
I'm Just B.A.N.K.S. Yep.
On Instagram, you're on Twitter, you're on TikTok.
Every social handle for me is I'm Just B.A.N.K.S. IMJUST B.A.N.K.S.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, you're excited. Oh, and wait. What is this alter ego I hear about B.A.N.K.S. has? I'm named Buck.
I was hoping that.
No, the people gotta know.
Buck,
who is Buck?
Buck is somebody that I love to hate, but hate to love. He's somebody who just the world love, and I don't know why. You know, when I'm in a good, amped up mood, I have a few drinks in my system, I guess I just go into this person. But it started on Halloween. I wore this cowboy hat and like this nice little, you know, collared shirt with some blue jeans, and I just told people I'm not B.A.N.K.S. today, I'm Buck. And
it stuck.
And like, you know, Buck. It just shows that, like, you know, not boxing myself in again, you know, just letting people know, like, in some moods, you might be a dude who want to have fun. Some days you might just want to relax and chill out, you know? So, yeah.
Oh, well,
Buck is somebody I got to keep. You know, he got to relax.
No, it sounds like he needs to let out. He needs to be in a music video or something.
Maybe. Shout out to Buck.
Big shout out, Buck. Big shout out, B.A.N.K.S, man. Appreciate you coming through. You know, praying for blessings your way. 2023. Hope it's a big one, and we'll be here to watch. Appreciate you.
Thanks, bro.
For sure. And we're gonna be back in a second to do stuff. And there's another classic episode of Donuts and Alcohol. I really appreciate everyone tuning in. And you thought this episode was fun? You like what we're doing here? Give us a follow at DonutsN, AKAHOL. And come out to the 2023 Golden Donut Awards, February 5th at Madison Live in Covington, Kentucky. Hope to see you there. And we're going to leave you with this special unreleased track, world premiere from B.A.N.K.S. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Much love. Gravel out.
I beat the odds in many ways. I remember the day I almost died, trying to inspire the youth and tell black man I swear let's scooter. I never lied about my pain. I stood in the rain and still survived. You can judge me all you want. I just thank God that I'm alive. I beat the odds in many ways. I remember the day I almost died, trying to inspire the youth and tell black man I swear let's cool to cry. I never lied about my pain. I stood in the rain and still survived. You can judge me all you want. I just thank God that I'm alive. You know that living ain't timeless. Yeah, I got anxiety. Devil be working. I swear that nigga so spineless. It's a cold, cold world. We stuck in the jungle. It feel like a riot. I'ma keep quiet and keep on working. Ball out like I'm Zion. Fucking take off like a pilot. I just put my phone on D&D, I think the love be fake. Cause they laugh behind my back, but they smile right in my face. When I close my eyes, I can see it start outside of space with my name on it, but the pain won't let me get away. Ask me how I do it, cause it ain't no other way. I just hustle 2 times harder, cause I know I'm gon' be. If you wasn't with me through it, I'll stay up out my face. I beat the odds in many ways. I remember the day I almost died, trying to inspire the youth and tell black men I swear let's do the sky. I never lied about my pain, I stood in the rain and still survived. You can judge me all you want, I just thank God that I'm alive. I beat the odds in many ways. I remember the day I almost died, trying to inspire the youth and tell black men I swear let's do the cry. I never lied about my pain, I stood in the rain and still survived. You can judge me all you want, I just thank God that I'm alive. I beat the odds in many ways. I remember the day I almost trying to inspire the youth and tell black men I swear let's scooter. I never lied about my pain, I stood in the rain and still survived.